Hello, the Oracle here. I'm going to analyse the Usyk Dubois low blow incident. I know that I'm a bit late to the party and it's old news now, but Frank Warren has officially put in a complaint and I've been asked to post my analysis on YouTube. I've watched a lot of videos and it seems that opinions are split down the middle. Even pro boxers and pundits cannot agree. Here, the Oracle will give an unbiased opinion on the incident. Firstly, let's look at any relevant rule, and usually with a rule there are definitions of the components that are associated with that rule. This was a mandatory defence ordered by the WBA, and I believe the appeal has been lodged to that organisation. Therefore, anything in their rulebook will carry the most weight. However, let's start with rulebooks from the other organisations, including the British Boxing Board of Control. Now, I may be mistaken, but the IBF rules for a championship contest, and I stress a championship contest, does not have a definition of a low blow. Nada. Nothing. Well, I can't find one. It seems that the definition of a low blow is down to the referee. It follows that low blows are deemed by the referee without guidance. Therefore, under IBF rules, the punch was low because the ref deemed it low. The WBO rules for a championship contest states, and I quote, that it adopts and incorporates by reference the uniform rules of the Association of Boxing Commissioners as amended from time to time for all WBO World Championship and regional or zone championships. I've searched these unified rules and there is no mention of a low blow, let alone a definition. Incredible. The WBC rules, which are not applicable as Tyson Fury has this belt, has a document called the World Boxing Council Rules for Championship Fights. The definition of a low blow in this document alludes to, and I quote, being a line encircling the body at the level of the navel. This is also illustrated in the document that is a guidance for the ring officials, and I've put the illustration on the screen. Moving on to the British Boxing Board of Control. Regulation 3.31 states that points will be awarded for attack, direct clean hits with the knuckle part of the glove of either hand to any part of the front or side of the head or body above the belt. The belt is defined as an imaginary line drawn across the body from the top of the boxer's hips. Conveniently, this brings us on to the definition of a punch. It's only the British Boxing Board of Control that defines a punch, and that is the knuckle part of the glove. With an uppercut, this would be delivered at the bottom of the upward facing glove. Therefore, under the British Boxing Board of Control, I believe that there would be no doubt that it was a low blow. So let us see what the WBA has to say. The only relevant regulation, number 30, states that a protector, belt and cup shall be required for boxers participating in sanctioned fights. The protector shall not exceed the navel or the superior anterior iliac spine, the hips. The trunk shall go 1 inch over the protector. Boxers shall have the trunks and protector available at the weigh-in ceremony so that the supervisor or referee may approve or disapprove them. Before beginning the fight, the referee will verify both contenders use the protectors below the navel. Okay, this is not a definition of a low blow, it's the role and use of the protector. However, it could be construed that if you hit the protector, then it's a low blow. In summary, all the definitions available for the legal line is the top of the hips or the navel, which is usually on the same line, but not always. Everybody is different. Only the British Boxing Board of Control define what a scoring punch is. It is quite clear that boxing does not have enough rules or adequate rules, unlike most of the sports. Also, unlike most of the sports, it is not set up for video reviews or retrospective judgments, like VAR in soccer, Hawkeye in tennis, replay review in American football. With this in mind, how can a retrospective judgment be made on an imaginary line that is covered by material? Let's move on to the video analysis, but before doing so, it should be said that the point at first initial contact is crucial. As previously mentioned, the punch in this case was an uppercut, which is an arcing upward punch and may appear to be higher at the point of contact in a video clip. This is because of the speed of the punch. Tests have shown that a world-ranked Olympic heavyweight boxer was capable of delivering punches at speeds of 8.9 meters per second. The frame speed of a broadcast is 25 to 30 frames per second, depending on the country. So a punch travelling at 8.9 meters a second will travel 30 centimeters per frame. Let's take the punch speed down to approximately half, say 5 meters a second or 11 miles an hour, which would be considered inside the parameters of the average punch speed of a boxer. This now roughly equates to 15 centimeters of travel per frame. So the exact point of contact will be a guesstimate. With all these things considered, the ref deemed it a low blow, so it was a low blow. End of. The lack of rules and equipment for retrospective analysis makes it his decision and his alone, and because it has divided opinion, then it cannot be considered as an error, let alone a clear and obvious one, as is a condition for VAR. Let us now actually look at the video, even though we will not be able to determine the first point of contact. Well, that was all over pretty quickly, so let's go back and take it a frame at a time. Looking at this next frame on, I don't think we can conclusively say that that is a hit. So let's move on another frame. On this frame, I believe it's very close to a hit. You can actually see the movement of the shorts just starting to curl up. Now, I don't think there's any doubt that this next frame is a hit. It's the shorts are coming right up, and I believe it's a hit by a few, don't know, milliseconds, microseconds, whatever you want to call them. But I think the hit was actually on the frame before that, so that's where I'm going to do a further analysis. Okay, I'm just going to put a line on the knuckle part of the glove. And as you can see, I don't think there's any doubt that the punch was below the navel line. I think that's quite conclusive. Okay, now let's have a look from the other clip that's doing the rounds, which is from the other side. I'm starting at the point here just before the shot has landed, because I've noticed something very interesting, and I'm going to zoom into that. To me, that looks like Usyk's belly button, navel. It's quite clear. So zooming back out and going straight to where the punch has landed, it's clear again that the thumb of Dubois' glove lands on Usyk's belly button. So there you have it. A sweeping upward uppercut will land with the knuckles at the lowest point of the glove. The punch actually landed with a hand in a diagonal position relative to the belt line, as seen on the other clip, but nevertheless the thumb, which was uppermost, landed on the navel. It was undoubtedly a low blow. So, from the video clips that I've seen, Tony Bellew, Cole Froch, Eddie Hearn, Teddy Atlas and the Hatman Strikes Back, you called it right. Simon Jordan, Spencer Oliver, Gareth Davis, I love you guys, but please have the balls to admit that you're wrong. Bonsi, come on mate, loads of respect, but it was a low blow. This is the first of many videos. I hope you like it. Incidentally, my research has made me aware of the possible shortcomings of VAR, of which I want to highlight. So please hit the like and subscribe buttons to get me on my way.